Hey everybody, it's Bob the Exile, and with me today I have a guest.
Dicemyth Dimensions IV.
He just joined in the past. I did something really stupid. I forgot to switch to my phone back.
No. Not allowed to.
It's my video.
My voice. I have the right to end this. I'm kidding. We're doing post commentary.
Yeah, because I did something stupid. Let's leave it at that.
You forgot to change the microphone setting back to normal.
Yeah. So it thought it was recording from my game cap and not from my computer microphone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and this right here is where I mentioned that this part here that you're watching on the screen is actually in the book. It takes. This is actually the last day of the week, not the first day that she was there. She was there for an entire week before this happened. That's what I'm trying to say. And this part never happened in the movie
or in the book.
What?
Or in the book.
Yeah. In the movie and obviously the game, this was the first night. Although the game is a lot more subtle about it.
The game didn't show Aunt Marge showing up.
So she could have been there a year or two.
She could have been there through all of Chamber of Secrets for all the game implies. Screek. There's a dog! We never mentioned the dog in our original commentary, did we?
We did not.
The dog's an important factor in this year, and we forgot to mention it.
Yep, I think here is where you were asking where we're going to end up. We are this next stage that you're going to be seeing here in a little bit. Take it away, Andy! Anyway, sorry. That's it. We are going to be in the Leaky Cauldron as Harry Potter, of course, and Arthur Weasley?
Yes.
Okay, I forgot his name for some. I just called him
Ron's dad just called him.
Yep.
Your chair is crushing my leg. Your chair is crushing my leg.
Well, who's talking? How did you like that?
You didn't want to turn the chair.
Because I needed to get comfortable.
I put my leg there because I need to get comfortable.
Well, then one of us needs to be uncomfortable. It's you.
You would dare to treat me like that in my own house?
Yes. Why don't you just sit? Why don't you just sit upright and move your laptop closer to you?
Because that's too hard.
And you say I'm going.
That you. I have a story for you when this video's over.
So what about the beautiful man, the beautiful lazy captain guy?
Yes, I guess you heard it.
Yep, you told me about it.
Should we tell the audience?
Sure.
What is the laziest thing you've ever done? Post it in the comments, and we'll beat it with this story.
Give him a second to actually do it. Okay. You said something during the actual commentary that was avoided by some people or somebody's mistake. I'm not going to say whose. Wait! Sorry, I had it come. Would you care to say what it was? It was about the actor.
Oh yeah. The shape of the prism proves that the Illuminati is real.
I personally don't know what the Illuminati is, but sure, why not? Let's go ahead and continue.
What is the laziest thing you've ever done? I was once on a U.S. military ship, and I was having breakfast in the officers' lounge, and the operations officer walks in. They call him the OPS. And he sits down in front of me. He's eating a bagel. He's very clearly still half asleep. And there's a porthole behind me that's shining light right onto his face. And so I'm sitting there watching this guy in pain because the sun's shining in his eyes while he's just trying to sit there and eat his bagel. And I start to feel sorry for the guy. Suddenly, zombie OPS picks up the phone next to him, he dials the bridge, and he says, "Hey, it's OPS. Could you change our bar pet to, 365. Yeah, thanks. Bye." He hangs up the phone. And then he just sits there squinting, watching, waiting. And as I'm watching, I start to realize that the sun is ever so slightly shifting off of his face. And I am sitting there in awe. This man had shifted hundreds of tons of steel and thousands of people just so he could get off course, just so he could sit there and get the sun off his eyes while he ate his bagel.
Yep.
And you think you were lazy?
Yep. Okay. I actually have a joke, though. It's the one that you shared with me, but this is something that I would totally do.
What?
Okay. Okay. Backstory. Okay. A thief that takes everything far too literally, a blind assassin, and a drug-addicted warlock are trying to interrogate a warlord's son because they need to get into his dad's fortress. And the rogue was the lucky pick, and the thief, I should say, was the lucky pick for the interrogation. Right off the bat, the rogue jumps in and says, "How do we get into your father's fortress?" Thank you, that was the name. The warlord's son, of course, retorts with the typical,
"I'll die before I tell you."
Exactly. And of course, out of character, the thief's character looks up at the person running the game and says, "I slit his throat." Yes, he slits his throat. He dies within minutes, of course, as per usual. The thief then turns to the warlock and says, "Hey, can you bring him back to life?" The warlock goes, "Sure, why not?" and brings him back to life. The thief then leans on the table ever so slightly, staring him directly in the face. He says, "What was that about you dying before you told us?" The warlord's son, of course, after that, broke out into the whole "What in the unholy heck is wrong with this party?" Something tells me they didn't exactly get the information out of him until much later, but yeah, that's totally up my alley as to what I would do. Of course, knowing the people that I played that game with, when I say I slit his throat, they would stare at me, laugh, and then make fun of me because I just killed him. And if I say, "Hey, person who can bring him back to life," bring him back up. No, there are actual people, there are clerics, good clerics, that's what they're called, that bring people back to life and they're actually alive. They're not, like, zombies.
Oh.
But yeah, they would look at me funny and say, "No, I'm not bringing him back to life, you did this, you bring him back to life." I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. That's what they would say to me. Hey, look, the train's going. Do we have another tangent that we can go on, please?
Not without spoiling the story.
Gabbas! Okay, fun fact, because why not? Molly Weasley is in a musical called Mamma Mia. It's really weird watching Mrs. Weasley, the mother of 7 kids?
Yes.
7 kids singing about being a dancing queen.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
I know you're not. That's the sad part.
You know the song, "He is a dancing queen,
Yeah.
young and mean, only 17." Yeah, that's the song.
Hey, the guy Richard Harris, the guy who originally played Dumbledore, played a priest in a movie that starred Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Talk about out of place, right?
What makes you say that?
He's playing a priest in prison with Jesus,
In prison?
giving Jesus advice for life. I saw it in church. I don't know what movie it was, they never told us. But it was the guy who originally played Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fun fact. When the person who originally played Dumbledore died, that's why he's a different actor in year 3. When the news brought it up, they had the, of course, typical profile picture of him. Not profile as in the side of his face, like the profile, his portfolio picture, his file picture, whatever you want to call it. And instead of showing the actor who played Dumbledore,
It showed Ian McKellen, the guy who played Gandalf.
Nope. Worse.
Saruman?
Nope.
Who?
The one who played Grandma Tarkin in episode
Oh, Peter Cushing.
4. Yep.
He died too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was talking about Dumbledore. They said the original act. They said, what's his name?
Richard Harris?
Richard Harris. Dumbledore, right?
Yeah.
They said Richard Harris had died, and they showed a picture of Grandma Tarkin.
Peter Cushing.
Yep.
Did you know? This is totally on a tangent.
That's the point about the post commentary.
This has nothing to do with Harry Potter whatsoever. This is actually Star Wars facts.
Yeah.
Did you know that Peter Cushing never wore his Imperial boots on camera?
Doesn't surprise me. They never showed his feet.
That's why. He never wore his Imperial boots. He found them uncomfortable because he couldn't walk in them. So they let him wear his fluffy slippers when he was acting.
I'm wearing old dance shoes.
Cool.
And yes, I went to the store today and bought these for me to wear on a daily basis. They're actually quite comfortable. Okay, that's the third tangent. Yeah, third tangent. 310 on. We're hardly halfway through this.
If it weren't taken, I'd change my name to Wild Tangent Games.
Okay. Let's see. What to say. I got the key. That's literally...
What if one of us were to randomly start singing?
What?
What if one of us were to randomly break into song?
I don't know. What would happen?
I'm a terrible singer, so I'm not going to.
Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. And pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, loves us to be. But what a motor car, oh what a happy sound it makes. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, I'll fight for Fender friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, I'll fight for Fender friend.
I wish you would have joined me for Chamber of Secrets. Just sang that while they were in the car.
Nice.
I actually thinking back, I'm not sure if I remember this right, but I think Lynn might have sang that.
Wow.
In the level where we were running away from Aragog, but I could be wrong.
There's tangent number 4.
But at least that one had something to do with the game.
Yeah, kinda. Let's see now.
Oh yeah, you'll notice Lupin is avoiding moonlight like the plague.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that, for those who don't know.
It's because he's a great big coward, that's it. No other information required.
No, he's
a great big coward.
He's not.
He's a great big coward. He's a great big coward.
He proved himself not a coward in year 7.
Egads, year 7, that's 4 years later.
If he was a coward, he wouldn't have taken up this job.
Cowards take up this job. Look at Professor... I lost his name.
Lockhart?
No, Kirby.
Quirrell?
Quirrell! Yeah.
That's because Voldemort told him to. And he was already a teacher at Hogwarts before he took that post.
And
He
look
was the
at Lockhart.
Muggle Studies teacher.
And look at Lockhart now, you mentioned it.
Yeah, well, he was a fraud. He just did it as a publicity stunt.
Mm-hmm. Still, why did he take the job if he didn't have...
Lupin was the best teacher they ever had.
Well, yeah, he's the only teacher they ever had, really. He's the only one that ever really tried to teach them something.
Without spoiling anything, the Year 4 teacher actually did teach him a lot.
Well, yeah, but he didn't teach them the right things.
Yeah, he did.
It's called...
He went about it the wrong way, but he did teach him the right things.
He taught him my way, okay? I'm a very aggressive person. He taught them how to defense themselves offensively. Lupin was trying to teach them...
Lupin just taught them about creatures. The Year 4 teacher taught them about spells. And what spells could do to you.
But he's... Hey, what do you know? Level complete! Yay!
Yeah, I've been checking that for the past 5 minutes.
Yay! What? Yay!
Yeah, we should probably start our intro now. Or our outro now.
Probably, but we aren't going to. It's a continued story. Because we have to finish that one part.
Yeah, there's a cutscene after this.
Harry was decapitated! You saw that, right?
It's Voldemort in the other game. Why is there a choir at Hogwarts? I have no idea.
It's something that's mentioned in the book.
It's never mentioned in the book.
It is mentioned in the
It
book.
is not.
It is.
It is not.
It is.
Need I bring out the audiobook to show you?
Go right ahead. They kind of skip stuff in the audiobooks.
It's unabridged.
It's on a bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, then. You may not have heard it then. That was actually,
Anyway,
that was
we
actually,
have 10 seconds.
Okay, well, you can show some silly picture of Harry Potter fighting Voldemort or something, I don't know. They would end up actually